You know, let me just throw it on the floor. That seems good. Did I get this because I think the guy's my type? Maybe. Hey, what's up? My name's Leah. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. So today we are going to be doing a huge book unhaul because I have not done an unhaul in years, and we are getting ready to move across the country and I cannot take all of these books with me. So just to recap, we have a 7-foot tall bookshelf right here. I have another bookshelf in my bedroom, and I have no idea how many books I have, but it's way too many to move all the way from Idaho to Iowa. So I need your help today because we need to go through my entire bookshelf and the other one too and figure out what we're going to get rid of and what we're going to keep. And then I need to start packing books in U-Haul boxes. So we're ready to go because we're moving out of this apartment this weekend and we're staying with a friend for a few weeks and then we're moving to Iowa. So stuff needs to get boxed and your girl has not packed her books. So without any further ado, let's get into the bookshelves. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this, but we're going to try and do this as quickly as humanly possible.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
Because I have really not moved in quite a while and I'm already sick and tired of packing. So we need to get this show on the road. So let's hop up and see what we have on shelf number 1, folks. So we've got a couple books just to start. I need to move this tripod up, but these two are the first ones. This one, Scandalous Ladies of London, The Countess. Love this. It's an arc and it's beat to shit, but I love her. This one, Honey and Spice. I tried to read this and I could not get into it. And I feel like for this book unhaul, we really need to be kind of ruthless because if she's not good, we cannot bring her on the trip. So if it's anything that I started and I couldn't get into it or I soft DNF'd it, then we need to unhaul it. So I think this is the first one I'm going to unhaul. What a nice angle. Okay, next few we have are getting into the historical romances. So I have a whole bunch of different historical romances on this top shelf, and a lot of them I have thrifted over the years, and frankly there's all kinds of things up here. So the first one we have is Sophie Jordan, Wicked in Your Arms, which I think I'm going to keep that because I really like Sophie Jordan. And next we have a Karen Hawkins, To Catch a Highlander romance, also very cute. Also the step back on this, she's stunning. We love her. So I'm going to keep that too. Next is Lisa Kleypas, Devil's Daughter. I have no idea what series this is a part of. Anybody know? Matches my shirt. Again, cute little step back. We love her. But, oh, I see. It's in the Cold Hearted Rake series. What number is it though? I have no idea. But I know I own that one too. I might keep that too. A lot of these are by my favorite authors and I really do genuinely like them. Okay, next is Teresa Medeiros, Yours Until Dawn. I know this one I thrifted because I heard Jess from Peace Love Books say this is one of her favorite historical romances of all time. Pretty step back. We're keeping her too. Also keeping Romancing the Duke by Tessa Dare. Love this. Beauty and the Beast retelling. One of my faves. This Sarah McLean. This is an interesting one. I think it's the only book I own by her, but it's called A Rogue by Any Other Name. And I think, this one has the gambling den trope in it, in the London's illicit underworld. Ooh, okay, all these sound good, and I think I'm going to keep all of these. The unhaul is going so well so far. Imagine if we get into this unhaul and it's literally just me unhauling one book and keeping all the rest. Honestly, I would. Okay, next we've got some green historical romances and some Katie Roberts. So, okay, I have this funky edition of The Dragon's Bride, which is really cool objectively. Am I ever going to reread this book in physical format like this? You know what I mean? I think I should unhaul this. I don't think I'm going to read it like this again. If I do reread this, it's going to be via ebook. And then Wicked Beauty by Katie Robert. I have not read this. I read Neon Gods and I liked it. I don't know. Oh, this one's about Achilles and Helen. Honestly, do I even care is really the question. I feel like I don't really, to be really honest. Like, I don't know that I want to continue with this series. I feel like I would listen to Neon Gods again because I listened to the audiobook and I loved it, but do we need her? I don't think we do. Okay. I think the Katie Roberts can go. Oh, this one is another Highlander romance. Listen, okay. Did I get this because I think the guy's my type? Maybe.
This is a treasure hunt. This is a professional operation.
He's pretty fierce. I think this is in the middle of a series where I don't own the first book. And so maybe that's really what my problem is. I think I have to keep this because I think I'm gonna like it. You know? Yeah. This, oh, I forgot I even owned this. Karen Hawkins. It's called The Prince and I, which, cute cover. We like it. I think my dad got me this at a used bookstore ages ago. And I do like Karen Hawkins. Yeah. And it's set in Scotland. And it's got like political intrigue in it too. You know, I think we should keep that. I think we should. Ooh, Eloisa James. I think we're gonna have to keep this. It's called Duchess by Night. Look at this cover. Isn't she gorgeous? Okay, look, give me the step back. Ooh, let's not break the book though, you know? Oh, she's spicy. She's super spicy. Ooh, girl. Okay, well, Harriet Duchess is tired of her title and the responsibilities that come along with it. Girl, same. Enough with proper tea parties and elegant balls. What Harriet really wants is to attend an outrageous soiree where she can unleash her wildest whims and desires. Honestly, fierce. I think I'm going to keep this. Okay, so we're getting rid of the Kitty Roberts. So we're unhauling 3 so far. Hey, 3's better than none. We'll take it. Okay, let's get into the blue. I think there's more Kitty Robert. This whole thing is just historicals. Pray for me. Okay, what's going on here? What's going on here? Okay, we got another Katie Robert, The Demon's Bargain, which I have not read. I think this is another one. I started it, and I can't remember if I couldn't get into it or if I just wasn't in the mood at the time, you know? Let's see the beginning. It's between a demon and a healer. I feel like I'm gonna like this because the healer girl is kind of witchy, and I think I'm gonna like her. I think I'm gonna keep this because I haven't read it yet. It's super short. I should just read it and then decide. I should. We'll see. Could I do that today? You know, let me just throw it on the floor. You know, that seems good. Okay. We'll come back to her. We're going to keep her. I feel like I should just read it in a day and then like decide if I want to keep it. Anyway, this one is a Joanna Lindsay. It's called Captive of My Desires. I think, the back says it's set on a ship and they're sailing from England to the Caribbean islands. And it's about a girl and her estranged father, and her father's a pirate. Well, that's interesting. Okay. Also, this step back, that guy is the whitest pirate I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, I love pirate books. I think that's why I picked this up, because I was looking for some like pirate historicals that weren't like creepy, because a lot of them have like sexual assault and kidnapping, which I don't really want. You know, I really just want a fun romance. But I think we're going to keep this. This is in the same series as that other Scotland one by Karen Hawkins. It's called To Scotland with Love. Ooh, it's kind of iridescent. Very cute. The funny thing about this book is I think I actually bought it twice at one point, and I think I got rid of the other copy. So I think this is the only copy I have now. And I do want to keep this. And I think it's set during the winter time. Do you see that winter castle? I love a historical set during winter or Christmas or whatever. This one is a Lorraine Heath, which I read the first book in the series and I liked it, but I listened to the audiobook and then I wanted to get around to reading this. This one's about like the problematic middle brother, and I think I'm going to like it. The end of that one, like end of the first book, I'll put it up here. It like ripped my soul out of my chest. And so I had to like take a break before I continue the series, but I have book 2 and then I have book 3 up there. And I think I do want to keep that too. Okay, so we're keeping all of these. Okay, last blue one, Tessa Dare. This is a Cinderella retelling. I'm obsessed with this. The main girl's name is Cleo, and she is engaged to this guy and then ends up having a romance with his younger brother. And the younger brother is like a fighter or a boxer or whatever. He's hot, and this book is fabulous. Anyway, what else do we have here? Oh, well, I have to keep this. It's Elisa Kleypas, Secrets of a Summer Night. Are you kidding me? I'm going to keep that until my last breath. And The Step Back with Annabelle and Simon Hunt. Oh, stunning. You know they're good if I read it a long time ago and I still remember their names. Next, Eloisa James, My American Duchess. The way I've owned this for 700 years and haven't read it and have been meaning to.
Dishonor on you! Dishonor on your cow!
There's something about this book where I add it to all my TBRs and then I just never read it. And I should. It's really chunky. But I really want to get into Eloisa James, so I'm going to keep her. And then this one I also want to keep. It's called Curled Up with an Earl. I heard so many good things about this, and I thrifted a copy a while ago, I think. But I own both the books in this duology, and I really want to read them both. But this one sounded especially good to me, so we have to keep her. Okay, so far we still have only unhauled 3 books, so we really need to like get it going, you know? What else do we have? More blue, but dark blue. Ooh, this is another Scottish one. This is by Karen Rainey, who I don't think I've ever read before, but it's called An American in Scotland, which, stunning. This is just like me showing you every romance book I have in the step back. Anyways, that's fine. I want to keep this just because I think I'm going to love it. The thing about historicals, though, is I love to listen to the audiobooks, so does it benefit me to own all the physical books? I don't know. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about this either. This one's by Elizabeth Hoyt, which I've never read. It's called To Taste Temptation. I have a feeling that this has good reviews on Goodreads, and that's why I picked it up. Do I want to keep her? Let's read the first line. That's usually what I go off of. The first line is, they say he ran away. But should I run away from this book? That's really the question that I'm trying to ask myself. Let's go back to the prologue. First sentence of the prologue. Once upon a time, long, long ago, there came 4 soldiers traveling home after many years of war. Okay, this is all about the boys here at the beginning. And do I care about that? It's unclear. I'm going to start a maybe pile and put this in it because I'm not feeling especially drawn to this, but it does say something on the back about the guy having a rakish manner, which, I mean, man after my own heart. Anyway, TBD on this. I don't know. This one is called The Highlander Takes a Bride. It's in the same series as that one I showed you with the super hot Highlander guy on it. And this one I think is going to be really good. I want to keep this. I need to look at the series and figure out what the first book is because I think I own like books 3 and 7 or something stupid like that. But this one's like definitely later in the series, but isn't she stunning? Okay, we're keeping that. I think I've decided I'm going to get rid of this. And we're keeping these. Okay, we've got some more up here. We're getting into purple now. Everything is rainbow because that's how I am. Okay. This one's also by Karen Rainey. It's called In Your Wildest Scottish Dreams, which, okay, I remember reading the synopsis for this, and it's like a second chance romance. It sounds so fraught and so juicy. Also, he's a snack. I think I'm going to keep this. I'm excited about that. This is these 2 are both by Karen Hawkins. This one, Sleepless in Scotland, and then this one, How to Abduct a Highland Lord, all in the same series as 2 of those other ones that I showed you. And I have to keep these. Oh, and there was a bookmark in it. The things you find when you unhaul books. These are going to be amazing. This first one is following this girl, and she, she's got like a weird love-hate, kind of an enemies to lovers relationship with this dude, but she finds him like passed out drunk in a puddle on the road one time in like the middle of a storm, and she saves him, I think. But there's something about like, she writes a letter and like tells her family that she's pregnant with his baby because she's trying to like stop the feud between their 2 families. And when she finds him drunk, she kind of like takes advantage of it. Anyways, she's cunning and we love that. So we're keeping those. And then this is a Lisa Kleypas, which I love Lisa Kleypas. She's one of my faves. It's called Worth Any Price. I think I went out of my way to get this copy. I recall this cover distinctly, which means that it must be good. And I really love her. Ooh, the back says, Nick Gentry is reputed to be the most skillful lover in all of England. Well, then I think Nick and I need to be acquainted. Anyways, this next one, Eloisa James, The Taming of the Duke. Dead ass, if you showed me this cover, I would be like, I don't own that book. Where's she been? Up here, I guess. The girl's name is Imogen. I hate that name, but I feel like every character named Imogen I've ever read ends up being such a good character. Okay, it says Imogen has decided to dance on the wild side. After all, she's in the delicious position of being able to take a lover, a discreet guy who knows just when to leave in the morning. So she's not even looking for anything. Interesting. Okay. I don't know about this. Ooh, look how pretty that step back is. Isn't she stunning? That is gorge. Okay. Well, let's read the first sentence. First sentence is, I wish I were a queen. You know, I can get behind a girl who wants to be a queen. Like, same. I feel like I should keep this. I have a good feeling. This might be another one that I need to like investigate further. Maybe I'll look on Goodreads and see what the romance girlies say about her. Because I don't feel like I know enough about this novel. Okay, that's a maybe. We're almost done with the top shelf, which I'm pretty excited about. Okay. I feel like the rest of these I'm going to want to keep. Well, I take that back. Okay, the next one I have is Dangerous by Amanda Quick, which I remember getting this. I don't remember what it's about. The tagline is, in the darkest hour of the night, a lovely lady must keep her wits to win true love. Okay, that's giving Princess Bride pretty hard, but I mean, it's cute. I've never read Amanda Quick, so I don't know. I'm putting that in the maybe need to investigate. It's over here. You can't see. There's an investigation pile down here. Don't worry. This next one, Lisa Kleypas, one of my favorite historicals of all time, Devil in Winter. Whew. The audiobook, again, so good. Love her. I need to keep this. This one, Never Seduces Scott. I'm also going to keep this. It's a Highlander romance about a girl who I think is deaf. She like fell off a horse and lost her hearing, and everybody thinks she's stupid, but she's not stupid. She's incredibly intelligent. She's just deaf. And anyway, she gets in like this arranged marriage with this guy who thinks she's like, I don't know, mentally not there or whatever. And then they end up having like a really cute romance. I think they're from like rival Scottish clans or something like that. Ooh, sounds so good. Okay, we're keeping that. Next, more Lorraine Heath. This is the third one in that series I showed you, Waking Up with the Duke. This one's about the little brother, and I think his book's going to be really good, so I want to keep that. This one is Devil in Spring by Lisa Kleypas. I don't like these newer covers that they have for like this series in particular. It just looks, I'm not going to say ratchet, but I don't like it. Okay, it says something about an eccentric wallflower, a cynical rake, a perilous plot. I think I just need to keep it because it's Lisa. I love Miss Lisa. We're keeping it. Okay, decision made. Okay, next we have another Katie Robert, and it's Neon Gods, which I really like this book, but I really like the audio, and I don't feel the need to keep a physical copy because I just don't think I'm gonna pick it up. Like if I want to listen to this, I'm just gonna get the audiobook from my library. You know what I'm saying? So let's get rid of her. And then I have another bookmark, shocker. Okay, what else do we have up here? Oh, one last topic, Casey McQuiston. I'm keeping this till my last breath on earth. Obsessed. One of my faves of all time. Don't put it with this. We're keeping you. I need a better keep pile because it's filling up. Okay, this one is another Lisa Kleypas Cold Hearted Rake, which is the first in the series that a lot of these other Lisa Kleypas ones are in. I think this is a Enemies to Lovers. Also, so pretty. I have no idea why they made the background like teal, but it's kind of pretty though. And I kind of like it. I think I'm going to keep this. This is such a weird size too. She's tall, she's skinny, she's sleek. I'm going to keep her. I like that. Okay. What else is up here? Oh, this top one. We have to keep this. This is Tessa Dare. Do You Want to Start a Scandal? Book 4 in the series of hers that I have. I need to read this. It's going to be really good. This one, Devil in Disguise, I think it's like super far into a Lisa Kleypas series where I own some of the other books, but this is book like 15 or something crazy. But I remember reading parts of it at the bookstore and it was really good, so I think I'm going to keep it. This one, The Bride Goes Rogue, I remember being really excited about this one by Joanna Shupe. I've never read Joanna Shupe, but this is the first in a series. And I think I need to be better about buying like only the first book in a series and not books, 4, 7, and 13. But I think I'm going to hold on to this. This one, How to Capture a Countess by Karen Hawkins. Stunning cover. This one is like an epistolary novel, and I think I'm going to love it. Okay, we're keeping all of these. This is not much of a book haul when I've only unhauled 3 books so far, but we're going to try. Okay, almost done with this shelf. I'm so excited about that. Some of these last ones I'm not certain about. This one I hauled, I don't know, in the last 2 years at some point. It's called Never by Jessa Hastings. I love this cover. It looks like a painting. Isn't she so pretty? It's a Peter Pan retelling, but I think I tried to get into it and I couldn't. But I also couldn't tell you what happened at the beginning, so maybe I just wasn't in a headspace to like, get information into my noggin, Maybe I just wasn't in a headspace to be like consuming a story. Anyways, I think I'm going to keep this because I remember hearing really good reviews for it on Goodreads. So I think she needs to stay. Now this one was given to me by my very good friend Richie, and it's called The Lux, which is like an old school, I'm not sure if I think it's like a fantasy romance or something like that. It says it's about 2 sisters in the Manhattan social scene. Okay, so it's about like rich girl drama and city gossip in New York. Ooh, okay. And it's got luxury and deception, which normally that doesn't sound like something I would like. But if my friend says I'll like it, they're probably right. So I think I'm going to keep this because I still need to read it and I genuinely think I'm going to like it. Maybe I'll read it on reading sprints with Richie. That would be fun. And then this one's called A Game of Fate by Scarlett St. Clair. This is a Hades and Persephone retelling. I don't know anything further than that. And I was going through a phase where I was like seeking out Hades and Persephone retellings because I wanted to do a reading vlog for it. And then I remember I canceled that reading vlog and I never ended up like finishing it or posting anything similar. So who knows, maybe I'll come back to that idea and like revisit that. I don't know. Let me know if you would like to see me do like a Hades and Persephone retelling reading vlog, because that's kind of why I got this. And we could definitely come back to that idea. So I think we're going to hold on to at least this one. I'm putting this one in my maybe pile because I'm not sure about her. Okay. Last 2 on the shelf. Oh, the shelf is so dusty. Girl. These 2, I've read them both and I love them. All Chained Up by Sophie Jordan. I talk about this all the time. It's a prison romance. First in a series. I love it. This one by Kathy Maxwell is called Seduction at Christmas. And I bought this copy off of the way I want to say Depop. Obviously it's not that. Pango. There it is. And I remember I told myself I could buy this little book if I got a job I applied for, and I got the job. And so I bought this book. And so I think that's just kind of fun. But I read this and I really liked it. And it was very light on the Christmas vibes, but very heavy on the like enemies to lovers energy at the beginning, and I loved it. I ate it up. So I'm going to keep this because it just has like good memories, and I might want to reread that someday. Okay. First shelf is done. I'm going to go get a snack and water, and we'll be back for shelf number 2. Okay, I'm back. I also had another idea for like maybe a better way to go through the rest of these shelves because we have so many more books. I think I'm just going to go through each shelf and pull off all the ones that I think I want to get rid of or that I'm iffy about.
Lies! Lies and slander!
And we'll discuss together. So let's come up here. Can you see me? Just the booty? Good. Perf. No, it's good. Come on. Come up a little more. Yeah. Okay. What do we got up here? Okay, first of all, we gotta make a little bit of room. I'm gonna keep this though. This is called The Good Living Guide to Medicinal Tea. Best like herbal medicine book I've ever seen. If you need to cure a UTI, girl, this is your book. Okay, now that we've got room, this seconds I'm going to keep her. Fun little graphic novel. This, I think I might get rid of this. It's called Paradise by Fernanda Melchor. And I've read Hurricane Season by her and I loved it. But I've heard that this one is just nasty. It's supposed to be like a exploration of violence. But I kind of feel like it's just going to be, I don't know, really aggressive and dark and not good. Like, not stuff I want to read about. So I think we're going to unhaul her, which I think is a good thing, honestly. Next we have The Knife and Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness. I thrifted this in Oregon at a random thrift store on a road trip, and I have never read it, and I don't know if I want to. It's so chunky, bro. Look how big she is. Which, ain't nothing wrong with that, but like, do I care enough to read this book? It's also the first in a trilogy. I don't know, man. We're putting her in the maybe pile. This one, The Maid. I definitely want to keep this one. Ooh, Fly Girl. This, I think, is a nonfiction about a lady who's a flight attendant. And it's like her memoir, which honestly is kind of interesting. I had a friend who was a flight attendant. And it was really interesting to hear her, like, flight attendant stories. She had some crazy stories. So I feel like this could be really good. I'm going to keep that. This, why do I have this? This is a field guide about mushrooms. Listen, I'm not a mushroom scientist. It's even got a ruler on the back. But I got this because I think mushrooms are really cool. And I really just liked that it has pictures because it's like a literal field guide, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I was like, maybe I'll want to look at this. We're gonna keep her. Listen, I'm weird. I want to keep my mushroom book. Cry about it. That's fine. Okay, what else do we have? This is a Lizzie Borden retelling. Never heard anyone talk about this book. It's called It Will End Like This, which I hate that title, but the cover is really cool and bloody and fun, and there's a bloody hatchet on the back, which love that even more. I think I do want to keep this. This would be a good one for maybe like spooky season, that could be really fun. This one, I don't know if I should keep this. Ace of Shades by Amanda Foody. I got into this a while ago and I read the beginning and I really liked it. Actually, I think I got maybe even like 2/3 the way through, and I just didn't finish it. I kind of like lost momentum in the middle. But I remember liking what I read enough to want to read book 2. So I think I just need to reread this. So I think I'm going to keep that. Going to keep that. Going to keep these. This is In the Garden of Spite. And this is a female serial killer story. Have to keep that. Need to read that. Why haven't I read that yet? And then the next two, I think I'm also going to keep The Monsters We Defy. This is like a fantasy, urban fantasy, I think. Look at this little skull on the back. Ooh, she's cute. We're keeping her. And then I have Plain Bad Heroines. I've heard so many mixed things about this book, and it's so big. Am I going to read this? Am I going to read, like, this edition? It's so heavy. I can't even... It's like a brick. You know what I mean? Oh, God. And the back font is so tiny. I don't think I need this. I think if I was going to read this, I'd want to do it, like, as an audiobook. Okay, I think we need to get rid of her. I think this is too much. Okay, House of Earth and Blood. We have to keep that, obviously. Everything's going to fall down on this shelf, and that's fine. I also have The Jasmine Throne, which is stunning. By the way, haven't read it. Need to read it. Sapphic, high fantasy. We're keeping her. So many things are about to fall. That's fine. I have Rat Queens, volume 3. I need to read this. Devolution by Max Brooks. One of my favorite books of all time. Keeping that. Keeping this. Where Dreams Descend. Thrifted not that long ago. Can't wait to read it. Ooh. September House. One of my favorite horror books of all time. Keeping that. Keeping that. This is my husband's book, How to Train Your Dragon. I'm keeping that for him. Legends and Lattes. The old school cover. Original print. Ooh. Keeping her. Keeping her. Oh, this is some more things I don't know if I should keep. Okay, these two. This one, Capturing the Devil. I have this entire series. I read the rest. Books 1 and 2 were really good. Book 3 was not very good. And I don't know if I care to read book 4, but I own the whole series in hardcover. And I feel like I should either keep the whole series or get rid of the whole series. but the other 3 books are at my parents' house. So I don't know what to do with this, honestly. This might be good. I do love the relationship of the 2 main characters in here. Okay, I'm putting in that in the maybe pile because I genuinely don't know what to do with this thing. This one, Pinata. The cover is so cool. Look at this. It's like a South American horror novel, I think. Ooh. It sounds like it's going to be really good. The premise is really cool, but I think a lot of people didn't like it, so I don't know if I should keep it or not. I think I'm going to keep it for right now. There's a part of me that looks at this cover and wants to like completely redo my entire Summerweed TBR. And I need to not listen to that voice in my head because the way I've redone that TBR like 7 times is crazy. Okay, we need to keep that. This, other things, there's so many things on here. I'm like, should I keep this? Okay, this one for sure I need to get rid of, and it's City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty. I read this via audiobook, and I love the audiobook so much. I have no desire to read it physically. I would rather just listen to the audiobook for the entire trilogy. And that's a T. So we're getting rid of this. Getting rid of that. What else is up here? Weird old poetry collection from one of my professors. He's such a good poet. We're keeping that. We're keeping that. This, An Enchantment of Ravens. This is such a pretty cover, but I don't think I'm ever going to read this again. But it's also really atmospheric and cool. I don't know if there's an audiobook, because I think I'd rather listen to it that way than read it physically. I think I need to get rid of this. And that's fine. I don't know why I put this in the not keep pile. You go over there. This I'm keeping. The Unbroken by C.L. Clarke. This is another queer high fantasy, and it's a trilogy, I think. The other 2 books are out now, so I want to reread this and then continue on with the trilogy. But this book was so fun, but also the characters made me so angry. So I need to be like in the correct headspace to be rereading that when I do. Oh my god. I have Illuminae. The first one. It's so good. It's so good. I need to keep this. The physical copy is so fun too, because it's like a mixed media. This one, Burn Our Bodies Down. I'm going to keep this too because I really liked it. Okay, second in the Mari and the Night Brothers. Mari and the Great Game. Stunning cover. We love her. I need to read this, so I need to keep that. Okay, there's a lot of books over here, if you couldn't tell. You know what else I need to get rid of? Is this one by Nevo, which it hurts me to say this, but Mammoths at the Gate by Nevo. I love this series, the Cinenovella series, but I did not like this one, and I'm never going to read it again, so I need to get rid of it. She's got to go, and that's okay. That's fine. Oh, there's a lot of things in here. This is the sequel to a middle grade book I read a while ago. It's like a middle grade murder mystery kind of series, and I really liked it. I need to reread the first one before I get into this, but I like that one. I also have Lawn Boy, which I know very little about, but I think I'm going to keep it. What else do we have? Ooh, we have the Clackety. Oh, I should read that this Halloween. Look how fun that is. I love that. Okay, I'm definitely keeping that. I also have the Poppy War. Do I want to read the Poppy War? I don't know. The thing about this is I know that it's like gruesome high fantasy about war, which I'm not crazy about reading about wars. Like, that just sounds awful. And I'm worried about like sexual assault stuff in here because I don't want to read that ever. So I don't know if I would ever actually want to read this. I think I own books 1 and 3 in the trilogy. Everybody says it's so good, but I don't know if I'm actually drawn to this. So I'm going to put it in my maybe pile. I don't know if I want to keep that. Ooh, I have some really fun graphic novels up here. This one's called Strange Academy. Isn't that cool? This is the first volume. This is the back. It's about like these kids that have powers. It's very, X-Men kind of energy. But I'm excited about that, and I want to keep it because I think I'm going to love that. And then I have a bunch of other stuff up here too. Little graphic novels. These are my great-grandma's pearls. Why are they here? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Okay, what do we have here? Lumberjanes, Volume 1. I need to read this. Every summer I say that. Every summer I don't read it. I should read it this summer. I should, genuinely. I have Motor Crush, Volume 1. I've had this for years, and I need to read this. I don't know if it's gay, but she's spicy, and I love that. It looks so aggressive. It's like a motorcycle gang series, I think. I think there's a whole bunch of books. I don't know. This one is another weird little poetry collection by my old professor, and it's so good. I love that. This is Rat Queen's. What volume is this? Volume 2. I also need to read this. I worry about Rat Queens though, because I know that the writer changed like partway through, and then the artist changed, I think. And anyways, it was just like a mess. But I do like these characters a lot, and I think it's fun. Ooh, we've got some bangers up here. I feel like I'm gonna want to keep a lot of these. So we have the newer one from R.F. Kuang, Yellowface. Ooh, fierce. Okay, I need to read this so bad. It matches my shirt. Also, I thought about doing like a Reading the Rainbow book series on my channel to like get my physical TBR down and actually like read my physical TBR. So I've thought about doing reading vlogs where I read like all red books and then all yellow books or orange books, or you know what I'm saying, like go through the rainbow reading each color to try and actually read the books I own. Let me know if you would be interested in that, because this pairing with the shirt and the book makes me really excited about that idea. Anyway, I'm keeping this, obviously. We knew that. This is getting crazy up here, but that's fine. I'm glad my mom died by Jeanette McCurdy. Keeper. Duh. Keeper. Okay. We Spread by Ian Reid. I had every intention of reading this for a video, and then I canceled the video, so it never got read. And I need to read this because I think it's going to be so good. It's like a horror novel about old people, which sounds terrifying. I think it has to do with like memory and all kinds of different things, but it sounds really good. I need to read that. Okay. We also have The Stardust Thief, which is a high fantasy set in the desert. Look at this edition. Isn't this so pretty with the purple? And it has like sparkly gold on it, if you can see that. Ooh, it's so cool. I need to read that. This one I don't know if I want to keep. It's called Dear Bill Bryson by Ben Aiken, which you probably have no idea who that is, and that's fine. But he wrote this book called The Marmalade Diaries that I read a few years ago, and I really liked it. And so I bought another book by him thinking that I was going to pick it up soon, and then I didn't. And it's been just sitting, and I don't know if I'm going to read it still or not. He also wrote The Grand Tour, which I also haven't read. But maybe let's read the first sentence of this together to see if this is something that I actually want to read. Okay. It opens up with a letter. Interesting. It says, Dear Bill Bryson, ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a middle-aged American. That's interesting. Also, his books always have like footnotes, and I think that's really fun. I don't know. I feel like this is one where I need to sit down on the couch for like 15 minutes and just peruse this little novel and see what I think, because I am curious about this. I'm also not sure. I think he only writes nonfiction, so I'm assuming that this is also nonfiction. That's interesting. Very cute. Also, apparently I bought this from Auntie's bookstore in Spokane, which love them. They're amazing. Okay. Next we have The Companion. I need to keep this. It's a spooky middle grade. I think it's going to be so good. Another one I need to read this fall, like, so badly. There's literally nowhere for me to put these books. Okay. These two, I don't know if I want to read these or not. So I have Uprooted by Naomi Novik, which is an older fantasy, and it could be good or it could be not good, you know? Like, has she aged well? That's my question. And then the other one is She Who Became the Sun by Shelley Parker Chan, which I can't remember if this is a standalone or if it's a series, but it's like Asian-inspired high fantasy. Mulan meets the Song of Achilles, and it's queer. Okay, the fact that it's queer makes me want to keep it, because I have been wanting to do a like queer reading vlog for Pride Month. Don't know if you're gonna see that anytime like around this video, but maybe I'll read this for that. That might be a good idea. I think I'm gonna keep this. Do we want to keep Uprooted? That's really the question that I have. The thing about it that I like is I think it's gonna have this like maybe like dark fairy tale vibe, which I love that. Okay, the first sentence is, Our dragon doesn't eat the girls he takes, no matter what stories they tell outside our valley. That sounds good. I'm gonna keep her. Am I getting rid of anything? I don't know. I'm keeping all these books too. These are all like middle grade, old school fantasies, middle grade YA. I'm gonna keep those. Okay, I gotta get, look at this. She's a mess. She's a cry for help. Okay, I'm gonna clean this up and we shall continue. Okay, we're gonna go rapid fire through these next 4 shelves. I'm just gonna pull stuff that I think I'm not gonna want to keep. So this first one I don't want to keep. It's called Be Prepared. I read this. It's a graphic novel memoir. Well, half memoir, half fiction, and I really loved it, but I'm never gonna reread this. What else do we have? This one, I don't know if I want to keep this. The Rover's Story. It's a middle grade about a robot, very Wall-E vibes. I'm not sure. I need to think about that. Also don't know if I want to keep Hooky. It's a graphic novel, which normally I'd really love, but I remember I tried to read this and I couldn't get into it, so I don't know about her either. Okay, I have to show you this cover. This book is called Venomous Lumpsucker. She's weird. I'm keeping her. Okay, I'm gonna keep these. I'm keeping Nevermore because it's one of my faves of all time. Wilder Girls, I'm gonna keep that too. I don't know if I want to keep this. What is this? It's a poetry collection I bought. It's called What is Otherwise Infinite by Bianca Stone. Anybody ever heard of this book? I sometimes feel like I buy poetry because I want to read something that's gonna make me feel smart. And then I read it and then I hate it because it's too highbrow and it doesn't make any sense to me. So I feel like I probably don't need to keep that. What else do we have? We have this one, which the cover is amazing. This is a middle grade horror and it's called Mine by Delilah S. Dawson. I think it's a like haunted house horror about a little girl. In the back says go away. Isn't that so fun? I feel like I should keep this for spooky season upon further examination. Garlic and the Vampire. I really like this graphic novel. I think I'm going to keep it because it's just so fun. Oh, House with Good Bones by T. Kingfisher. Keeping that. Do I want to keep this? It's called Wilder Lore by Amanda Foody. This is a middle grade. The thing about it is it has a dragon on it. And a kid riding a wolf. I feel like I might really like this. I love middle grade, but I don't read it very often. I'm going to keep this. This is, again, 3rd book in a series. The Bullet That Missed. Everybody loves this series. I need to get book 1. I'm keeping that. Ooh, this is Fablehaven by Brandon Mull. I need to show you this cover. Look how fun this is. It's got like little sparkles and stuff. One of my favorite books from when I was a kid. This one, The Sacrifice. This is horror. I feel like I'm gonna like that. I feel like I just need to keep that. What else? This, Garlic and the Witch. I might get rid of this because I didn't like it very much. I think I should. The first book I really love. This book, the end, I didn't like the end. The art is so pretty though. I'm going to show you the art just because it's stunning. If I can find a good like picture of the art to show you. Oh, look. It's got little vegetable people. Aren't they so tender? This is such a like cute story. It's just the first one was so much better. Okay, Patricia Wants to Cuddle. Love that. Never Wake. Need to read that. Some of these I just don't know if I should keep them or not. Genuinely, well and truly. I'm gonna pull these two. So this one is Any Sign of Life by Ray Carson, which at one point in my life I was really excited about this book. I don't know if I'm still excited. And I think maybe I just need to like read the beginning and see if I can get into it. So that's gonna be a maybe. This one, that one's I think YA. This one's also YA, which is really hit and miss for me. It's called Sophie and the Bone Song. I think it's set in like the Arctic and it has a lot to do with like music. And I'm not sure about that either. And I feel like I need to look at that one more. These ones I'm excited about. I'm not totally sure about The Last Magician. I feel like I should look at this one. It's by Lisa Maxwell. I think it's a duology. I need to look at that. I'm not sure if it's YA or what. These other ones I feel like I'm interested in. I don't know if I want to keep Mooncakes. I read it and the art's really pretty, but the story is not like the vocal point of the book. The vocal point is the art, which is okay. I just wish that it was both, you know? But the art's very cool, and I really want to show you how beautiful this book is, because it really is just stunning. I feel like this is a good example. Oh, it's heavy. The hardback is also really heavy, But do you see how cool that is? The panels and the colors, it's very autumnal. It's like super witchy and gay, which I love, and I'm glad I read it, but I don't know that I want to reread it. Rat Queens, we're keeping that. Keeping these. Do I want to keep all of these? I don't know. This one is about serial killers, and I think I would like this. It's called The Name of the Star. It's old school, but I think I want to keep that. This is called Ivy Aberdeen's Letter to the World. Do I want to read this? It's by Ashley Herring Blake, old school, middle grade. It's about a girl who's 12. Her house gets destroyed in a tornado, I think. And I think she's gay? Question mark. If this is gay, I should read it for Pride Month. Because this has been sitting for ages. I remember I read the beginning maybe like over 5 years ago. And I thought it was really good, so I bought it. And I don't remember anything else. The tagline is that what a crush felt like? A constant stomach ache, a bubbly feeling in your fingertips. Do I care? Again, is really the question. Okay, we're putting that in the maybe, because I'm not sure about her. What else do we got? Oh, this other one. I don't know about this either. I really don't. This, I think my friend read this, and I can't remember if they said it was good or not. It's called Really Good Actually. It's about a lady going through a divorce, which I have no opinions. Normally I don't read books that are like more contemporary, especially like contemporary adult novels. I just feel like they're not for me. So let's see what the first line is. I think, I'm not sure what year this came out. It says, my marriage ended because I was cruel, or because I ate in bed, or because he liked electronic music and difficult films about men and nature, or because I did not. Okay, that sounds really good. I think I need to keep this. The writing hit for me, and I'm keeping it. Okay, we need to move some of these things over here. I'm keeping this whole trilogy, just so you're aware. The Butcher and Blackbird trilogy, one of my faves. I'm keeping her till my last breath. This is not even mine. This is a library book. I need to get this out of here. Okay. All these blue books over here. I'm definitely keeping The Love Hypothesis. And there's some other romances in here I want to keep. Do I want to keep Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune? Is TJ Klune canceled? Do we still like him? I don't know anymore. I might keep that because I never got around to reading it. Do I want to keep Orphe's Ghosts? This one looks really cute, but I've had it for ages and I haven't read it, and I don't know how strong my inkling is to pick it up. But I love this cover. It's about ghosts, and I love like Victorian ghost stories. Let's read the beginning. I probably kept this for a reason. Okay, it says, Ophelia Harrison jolted awake, her heart pounding with terror. It was the middle of the night and her room was dark. Dark enough that she shouldn't have been able to see her father standing at the end of the bed, but she could. Ooh, okay, that sounds creepy. I think I need to keep this. I love ghost stories. Am I going to unhaul anything in this book haul? What do you think? Bets in the comments. Okay. I think I'm just going to keep all the rest of those. Of course. Should I keep Gemina, the sequel to Illuminae? That's another question. I read Illuminae, but Gemina, I did not read Gemina. Do I want to? I don't know, maybe. The funny thing is it has like AI in it, which I think would be really funny to read, maybe like a bunch of books about AI. That's kind of an interesting video concept that I just came up with on a whim. Do you want to see a reading vlog where I read a bunch of books that have AI in them? Like a bunch of fiction books? That could be cool. I don't know. There's something there, perhaps. Okay, let's get on to the next shelf here. Let's see. Can you see me if I go down here? Just my head? Yeah, that's fine. Down here in the corner. Hi, it me. Okay, what's in here? Oh, hidden secrets. Okay, so we have, again, The Magic by Lisa Kleypas, one of my favorite historical romances, like, ever, and I have to keep that till I'm dead. This one I've thought about getting rid of so many times, and I haven't done it. It's called Baby Teeth by Meg Grahan. I just don't know. I feel like this is probably gay, and it's got vampires, and I just feel like I like that. But every time I go to pick it up, there's no spark for me. So maybe I'm putting that in the maybe pile. I feel like I need another pile of like queer books that I'm not sure if I want to keep, that I either need to like read for Pride Month or like unhaul. You know what I'm saying? Okay, what else is on here? You see how the bookshelf just keeps going? Okay, let's get into this. Let's move my candles. I have so many candles on here, it's not even funny. Okay. Bluebird by Attica Locke. This is a adult mystery novel, which I don't normally read, but this one did sound really good to me like ages ago. So I think I'm gonna keep it. Question mark? Okay. I don't know about this at all. I have this. It's a middle grade. It's called Stowaway by John David Anderson, which maybe I should do a vlog on like books set in space, because I feel like space books have a tendency to just sit on my shelves for like 700 years for no reason. I like books in space. I just don't pick them up a lot, especially like middle grade YA or middle grade YA, middle grade sci-fi or YA sci-fi. Okay, let's read the first like chapter, not chapter, first sentence. Ooh, okay. I like the format though. Anything that looks like this, where it's like formatted in almost like, I don't know, little dossiers and stuff, is really fun. Ooh, first chapter is called Chasing Ghosts. They were playing tag when the first torpedo hit. Ooh, okay, that sounds fun. I love like intergalactic space fights too with ships. Oh, it's fun. Okay, I think I should keep that. I think that scratches like a certain itch that I have. What else? The rest of these I think I want to keep. Keep. Sorrowland by River Solomon. I've had this book for 700 years and I have not read it. Same with this one, Last of Her Name. But I think I still want to keep them. I really do. You know what I don't want to keep is this. It's called The Last Tale of the Flower Bride by Roshani Chosky. I just have no interest in this book. I really don't. It's a romance about a girl who doesn't tell her husband a secret she has. Ooh, it's so tense. I just don't care, you know? Okay, bye. Moving on. What else do we have? Oh, we have this. I don't know if I want to keep this. This is a printed hardcover, though. Isn't that cool? I love how pretty she is. This one is by a lady who used to work in book publishing, and I used to watch her YouTube videos, and then she wrote a book, and I was like, I want that book. And then I found it at a used bookstore, and I bought it. Oh my god, it's signed. Okay, well, I didn't know it was signed. That's fun. Okay, let's read the first chapter. I think this is YA? I don't know. Anyways, it says Elliot, that's a last name, Elliot Mughow, beautiful, charming, and upper middle class with a mediocre wardrobe and a hyperactive disposition, seemed to unite some of the best blessings of existence, and she had lived nearly 19 years in the world with very little to distress or vex her. Whoa, let's back that shit up right here. It's super weird to be talking about myself in the third person, isn't it? Ooh, okay. Well, I don't know if I like this writing style. The outside is really cool, but I feel like it's gonna really annoy me. We should unhaul her. Sorry to Margaret. Sorry to this man. Anyway, we have Bookshops and Bone Dust, which I haven't heard very good things about, but I'd like to read it for myself. Reverie. I need to read this. Do I want to keep this? It's called Dust and Grim. It has two things I really enjoy: dead people stuff and middle grade vibes, which I always love those two things together. Isn't this such a cute little cover? Again, matches my shirt. Okay, let's read. Ooh, you know what else I like? It has really fun little illustrations on the chapters. I know that's not like a real reason to keep a book, but like it's fun. Let's see what the first line is. Ooh, okay, it says, "Our father is dead, and I have come to discuss matters of his estate." Any book that opens with a dead man is a book I'd like to keep. Okay. Next. This I've had for ages. I think I want to keep that. I want to keep those. I want to keep these two. These two in the middle here. I don't know about these two. They're a little sus. Could go one way, could go the other way. Same with this one, Black Candle Women. I don't know if I want to keep that either. I also have one in here by Catherine Ward, who I've never read, but I'm iffy about that too. Okay, let's talk about this. So it's called Black Candle Women. This cover is so pretty. It's actually like criminal. It's an arc, a super old arc I got when I worked at the bookstore. It's adult. It's about women that I think, are they witches or are they just women? I don't know. It's set in New Orleans. Ooh, and it has a voodoo shop. Okay, that might make me keep it just because there's a voodoo shop, because that sounds really cool. And I've never read about one of those before, but they sound really fun. Okay, this could be really interesting. Let's read the beginning. It's set in the, it opens in August. Okay, it says the flight attendant told Augusta that she would have to remove her purse from her lap and put it on the floor before the plane took off. She realized the man wasn't joking when he stood in the aisle waiting, moving on only when her granddaughter grabbed the bag and shoved it under the seat in front of her. No place for a purse. She'd wanted to explain that it was her first time on a plane, that she was petrified. Okay, that sounds good. I think I need to keep that. I need to stop keeping everything, but it looks fun. Okay, what about these two? This one I genuinely think I need to get rid of, even though the cover's so pretty, because I've tried to get into it twice and I just could not do it for the life of me. It's called The Undead Truth of Us. And again, maybe this was a me thing. Maybe it was like soft DNF because I picked it up at the wrong time. Let's read the beginning. Maybe I just couldn't get into the writing style. Okay, it says 5 days, 5. That was how long it took for Mama to turn into a zombie. Okay, the beginning of this sounds so good. No, I'm keeping it. Past me was wrong for not being able to get into that. This, it's called The Second Death of Eddie and Violet Bond. It's about twins. I don't know anything other than that. It looks fun though. Fantasy twins. Could be cool. Let's read the beginning. It says Violet was late. And then something about a hotel in Sacramento. I don't know if that's interesting. Okay, interesting though that these twins were real people. And there's a picture of them in the front. That's cool. I'm going to show you this really fast. Do you see? They were real girls. Isn't that fun? It's them when they were 16. I need to evaluate that, I think. Okay, I have one more on the shelf I want to get rid of. And then the rest I'm going to keep. I want to get rid of this one, Sundial by Catriona Ward. The copy I have is super busted. It's so busted I don't even know if I can get it out of this stack. Oh, geez. Yeah, that seems good. This spine is like totally busted. Anyway, Sundial by Catriona Ward. I really want to get rid of this. I don't know what's going on with this copy. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of her. That's fine. Okay, on to the next shelf. Hello, welcome to the floor. So these are the two bottom shelves that you never ever get to see because they're normally behind my chair, but let's go through this. So this is The Burning God, R.F. Kuang. So this is book 3 in her series that I think I'm gonna get rid of. What else do we have in here? I think most of these I do want to keep. This one I've debated with so many times. It's called And Then I Woke Up by Malcolm Devlin. It's supposed to be a horror novella, which I should love, but I've tried to get into it like 2 or 3 times and it just hasn't happened. And I'm mad because it's supposed to be about zombies. And there's something about the writing style. It just doesn't, it's not something I can absorb into my brain cells, if that makes sense. What else do we have? Just Like Home by Sarah Gailey. I need to read that so bad. Sometimes I think I forget about books down here because they are behind my chair and I just don't see them. Out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. What else is even down here? A lot of these look really good, actually. Do I have much I want to get rid of? I think I was considering getting rid of this. It's called The End of Every Day, and it's a like amusement park horror, and there's a lot of things in here. What is this? It's a magnet. This is Blessings with a cat. I don't think I've ever seen this in my whole life. Why was that in there? I don't know. I think maybe one of my friends borrowed it and then put a bunch of goodies in here for me. I think that's exactly what this is. Monkey Wrench Books. Oh, it's a little book sticker. Cute. And there's like little bookmarks and stuff. Okay, well, that's fun. This needs to go in my fridge. That's so funny. Okay. Sometimes my friends borrow my books and they leave me little presents. Isn't that sweet of them? Anyway, I don't know if I want to keep this. If my friend read it, I would love to know what they thought. I don't know. I think I need to investigate this one and put it in the maybe pile. What else is over here? Do I want to keep this? It's called Wild Seed Witch. It's a like nature witch middle grade fantasy, I think. How pretty is that cover though? What's the beginning sound like? Ugh, this has little like flowers and stuff on the chapter heads. Do you see that? Look how pretty that is. Okay, the beginning says the first time I did magic was the third day of summer vacation. Okay, that sounds fun. I feel like I would like this. Is this a good summer book? Because that's what I need right now. A fun witchy summer middle grade sounds fabulous right now. What's going on over here? These I'm gonna keep. These 4 are on my 25 books to read in 2025 list. That's why they're pulled. But again, they've been behind my chair, so I haven't looked at them in a long time. Any of these I want to get rid of. You know what's over here is Eric LaRocca. And I don't know if I like him because I've never read his books before. And I have one that might be good or might not be good. I feel like these I kind of want to keep, except this one on the bottom, of course. I'm not sure about that one. It's called The Rage of Dragons by Evan Winter. And it's high fantasy about dragons, which sounds like something I'd love, but I've heard that it's kind of like sexist a little bit, and I don't like that at all. So I think I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm not gonna pull it out right now. There's too many books up there, but I think I'm gonna get rid of that. What's down here? I don't even know. Oh my god. It's a cookbook on how to make food depending on where you're at in your menstrual cycle. The things I've acquired is crazy. Oh, I remember I made this rosemary sausage quiche before. I feel like maybe now that I'm a better cook than I used to be, I could like look at these recipes and tweak them into something that I would actually really enjoy. But I think there's also some recipes in here that I'm allergic to because I think I bought this before I knew about my food allergies. So that I might unhaul that because I don't think I really need it. What else is in here? I have a physical copy of Verity by Colleen Hoover that my cousin got me, which I think is so funny. What else is in here? Do I want to keep all of these? I don't know. Oh, I'm tempted to get rid of The Weight of Blood by Tiffany D. Jackson because I feel like I've tried to get into this before too, and I just couldn't do it. I feel like I read the beginning for a try chapter, and I picked a different one. I feel like if I'm going to listen to this, it's going to be via audiobook, not physical book, because the physical isn't working. I think I need to unhaul that, as much as it pains me to do so. What about this? I have a Arc of the Foxglove King by Hannah Witten, which I think now there's a few more books out, or maybe it's a duology, I don't know, but there's a sequel out. Let me read the beginning. Okay, the beginning says, every month Michael claimed he'd struck a deal with the landlord, and every month Nicholas sent one of his sons to collect anyway. That sounds extremely boring. That's how they're opening with paying the rent for a high fantasy with this cover on it? I have questions about that. Also, the back says, death holds the city, she holds death. Okay, you gave me kings and death, and then you gave me the rent. Girl, get out of here. I don't have time. Okay, I think that's kind of all I want to get rid of from out here, at least from what I'm seeing in this moment. I think that's all I have, and we're gonna go to the bedroom and unhaul the rest of those, and then we're gonna get to packing because this is a lot of books, and clearly I have a lot of packing to do. So let's go. Hello, my sweet petunias. Welcome to my bedroom bookshelf. Yes, I do have a little jungle growing above me with all my little plants. And so we're going to start over here with this shelf. I also have a whole bunch of trinkets on here that we need to go through too, because I genuinely don't know what's on here. Originally, each of these little cubby shelves was for a different thing. So like it would be the TBR for an upcoming vlog, or like all the books that I got in my TBR game or books that I recently hauled or what have you, but it's gotten like pretty messy, so I genuinely don't know what's going on here. So up here we have this little jar that has a whole bunch of my little magnetic bookmarks in it, so I'm going to keep that. And then I also have this string of paper cranes that my best friend made for me, and I want to keep this because I'm going to set up a new office in our new place that we're moving to in Iowa, so I think this would be really fun there. And then in terms of the books up here, I think I want to keep most of these. I think I'd like to get rid of this one though. It's called Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute by Talia Hibbert. So I really like Talia Hibbert, but this one is more of like a YA. It's set during high school, and I don't think I'm super interested in like high school romances. So I think I kind of want to get rid of this. Also, I think the main character girl is like kind of quirky, and I don't like quirky bitches, so sorry. Next, we have one by Abby Jimenez that I want to get rid of. It's called Yours Truly. I've never really gotten into Abby Jimenez. I know a lot of people like her, but I feel like this like workplace office romance is just not really for me. I feel like I really like monster romance better than a lot of the more contemporary adult kind of stuff. And then down here we have some planners and notebooks and stuff. I have this little planner that's really cute. It's like little mushrooms and stuff. Isn't that so fun? They're like rainbow. So I definitely want to keep that because I'm starting grad school in the fall and I'm going to need that. And then I think this shelf was originally books that I got on my TBR board game. So I think I want to keep most of these. I also have some that are like old school historicals, like this one by Lisa Kleypas that I really, really like. And so I definitely want to keep that. And then let me scoot out of your way so we can do the other side. So this one has like a ton of trinkets on it, and I don't really know what's behind this monkey, but this is a little, I think they're called something bears, some kind of bears. Anyways, it's like a weird little finger puppet guy. My creative writing professor gave us these as like a symbol when we finished the class, because they said that it was like your creative writing skills could lay dormant and then like become reactivated later, and that's kind of what these little water bear guys do. Anyways, they like hibernate under ice or some shit. I don't know. It's symbolic, but it's cute. And then we have this monkey, and I don't know if I ever named him, but if you would like to name him in the comments, you are more than welcome to do so. What does he look like? He's giving Freddy to me, but anyways, I like him. He's fun. He's from the Goodwill. Go easy on Freddy. Anyway, we also have some other stuff. So this is little candle from Target, you know how it is. And then we have a whole bunch of other little candles that are like little cactuses and stuff, and they don't really have a scent, so you don't really burn them. They're just like for, you know, decor, but I think I'm going to keep those too. And then I have this cool little box, and these are folk art bookmarks that one of my friends gave me as a gift, I think for Christmas one year. And they had somebody they knew who went to New York and picked these up for them to give to me because they know how much I love reading. And so they're these really cool like custom made peacock bookmarks with like little cutouts, and the paper's really like thin and delicate, and they're really pretty. So I definitely want to keep that as well. I probably need to keep that somewhere that's not my crusty dusty bookshelf, but that's fine. I also have this little moth sticker that's really cute that I think somebody else gave me, and then I have a whole bunch of other stickers up here that I kind of forgot I had. So this one I think my husband made, this little goofy fall guy. And I have a little raccoon too. It's really cute. And then in terms of other stuff, I think I have these little pins. I think they're from when I went to Oddmart in Minneapolis a while ago, and they're really cute. I need to do something with those too. And then I have some books. So this one, the cover got messed up because I put a pumpkin on it last fall, and then the pumpkin started decomposing and messed up the cover like right there in the middle. But this is another pirate romance that I want to keep because it's like old school. But I kind of want to get rid of this. This is a witchy story that sounds like it would be something that would be up my alley, but I just have had it for so long and haven't been drawn to like pick it up. And it's set in like a 1920s kind of setting, I think, but it does say on the back that it has like a idyllic summer getaway element. So I kind of wonder if this is another one that like I should either read this summer or like unhaul it. But it also says that there's like a haunted world and something to do with like murder and glamorous parties and like illicit blood bargains which sound really fun and like something I'd really like, but this is kind of chunky and I just have not picked it up. So this is going in the maybe pile for the moment. And then down here on the next shelf, we have mostly ones that are more recent ones that I hauled, but I do have this one that I kind of want to get rid of, and it's a graphic novel and it's queer and I really liked it. I gave it like 3 stars. It was fun, but I don't think I'm ever going to want to read it. And it's called Off Menu, and it has little dirty pots on the back because the main character is a chef, and I really want to show you the art in here because the art is so stunning. And I really just thought it was so beautiful and it was a fun read, but I don't think I would ever read it again genuinely, which makes me really sad because I think the art is so fun. But this is also another one where like can I find one of the really pretty pages I want to show you? Ooh, here we go. It's a good example. There's like some cooking stuff in here, but there's also some like magical kind of foresty scenes in here with like different creatures and stuff that the main character is going to find in the woods. It's really pretty, but I mainly love this because of the yeah, this is a good example where the artist does like panels where they're not all in squares when she's cooking and she like gets in the zone. You can really see her do that in the art itself, and I thought it was really fun. But yeah, it's really cute, it's queer, it's fun, but I just don't think that I need to have a physical copy anymore. And then what else do I have over here? I think the rest of these I want to keep. These I mostly want to keep. I think these are like all historicals that I got. Here, oh, you can't even see. Let me show you these bottom shelves down here. So these are mostly ones that I recently hauled from the used bookstore. And then I also have a whole bunch of historicals. They're mostly Sophie Jordan, who I really like. But there's one up here that's a pirate one that looks like something I would really like. But I was looking on Goodreads at this, and I think there's like a sexual assault element in here, which I do not want pirate books that have that because it drives me nuts and I don't want to read about that. So I want to get rid of that. And then, can you see down here? Yeah, down here there's a couple. So these are mostly ones I got in Minneapolis last time we were there, but I have a couple that I already read that I want to unhaul because I don't want to read them again. And so I have The Accursed Vampire. This is a middle grade graphic novel duology. And then I also have this one, the sequel to. And this one's set at like a summer camp, and it's super fun. The cover is really cute, but I just don't think I'm gonna pick them up again. And the rest I think I want to keep. And then over here we have like the last couple little shelves. Let me scoot you. There you go. And I think most of these I also want to keep, but I do have this one, Delilah Green Doesn't Care by Ashley Herring Blake. And this one, I have had this for so long, and I picked it up for a reading vlog and I got part of the way through and then I just like soft DNF'd it because I just got kind of bored, which sucks because it's a sapphic story and I didn't get very far in before I was like, okay, I don't really feel like drawn to continue, you know? And then I think down here I have another one I kind of want to get rid of, and this one's called The World Cannot Give. So I thought this was a dark academia when I bought it, but turns out it's more about these 2 girls in like this church choir, and it has to do with like radical Christianity, which like religion stuff is really not my vibe in books. And so I just don't think that this is going to be what I thought it was or something that I would find interesting, especially like with the choir element being so big in here too. I'm like, that's like 2 things that I'm super not interested in. So I think I'm going to get rid of this too. So I think that's all of the books I wanted to go through with you today. And I think I also feel like I should wait to do like the book packing in another like upcoming reading vlog, just because this video is already like so long. So if you made it to the end of this video and you want to leave me an emoji in the comments just to say hi, leave me a little book stack emoji, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye.